Hello everyone, I'm Mara Benitez, Library Assistant here at the Seguin Public Library, and I'm here today with another origami tutorial for you today, and we're going to be learning how to make origami paper dolls. So let's get started. We've got our three little paper dolls here. As you can see, you can customize the same origami design to make all different styles of dolls. Here I've kind of made them sort of in the Japanese style with these patterns, you know, kind of inspired by the different wraps and fabrics that come from Japan that are really pretty traditional fabrics. But you can make them in all different kinds of patterns. You can change their hair color if you want. You can see this one, I've made her with yellow hair, pink hair, blue hair, whatever color hair you want, depending on the kind of paper you have. These, I made the heads with a white paper and the bodies and the dresses with a colored paper, but you could do them completely with white paper, color them whatever color you want. But today I'm going to be doing it in that same pattern. So we're going to be starting with the heads with our white piece of paper. And so you're just going to be using our usual 13 centimeter piece of white paper. And then you can split that into 4 ways. I've already got one pre-cut here. Let's see. Oh, I thought I had it. If not, we can make one. So we're going to fold this in half and then in half again. So this will make us 4 paper doll heads, so we can make 4 different dolls if we want to. I'm going to cut a quarter of this. That's all that we need for one. With that cut, to make the hair, you're going to fold the top edge down just a little bit. That's going to be her bangs. As you can see, I'll put one right here side by side so you can see how far it should go. And then you're going to take in one side, and that's going to be one side of her hair. And then take in the other side as well. You can adjust this to fit exactly how you want it, however you want her head shape to be or her hair shape to be. And once we've got those edges turned in, we are going to turn the back side, or the bottom side to the back. So now we've got kind of a square shape, but you can see this one's a little bit more rounded. So to make it rounded like that, we're going to turn these corners back. We're going to do that with all 4 corners. Folding those back. You can see all those corners folded down. That's got more of her head shape. So at this point, if you wanted to, you could go back and color the hair now that you know where it's going to be. If you wanted to, for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it blank and I'll decorate it at the end. But another little detail you can do is you can add fringe. So you can see on these, they've got different kinds of styles of bangs. And all I did to do that was I took some scissors, that top edge, and I snipped them underneath. Just went all along that, making little bitty cuts to make the bangs. But it works easiest if you do your coloring with a marker first before you make those bangs, because then afterwards it's kind of hard to get all of those little pieces of paper covered in marker evenly. Now let's move on to her dress. So this one I'm going to make a yellow dress. So we're just starting with our origami square of paper. And we're going to do a fold you've probably seen me do in several of our other videos where we fold it corner to corner. And then we're going to take the opposite corners and fold those. And now you can see when you flip it up, there's a side that's kind of more bowl shaped and one that's kind of shaped more like a pyramid. There's a point to it. See that there? So I'm going to take that pointed side and fold it back in half lengthwise. And we need to pop our pyramid back up again. So I've done that before in other videos. So how I did that, you can go back and see. But you can see how these edges kind of want to pull in. So I'm going to push those in and lay that flat, and that becomes a triangle. So let's do that again. We've got our pyramid. We pop it up, and these edges automatically want to just go right in. And when you squish that flat, you've got a triangle. So this is how we're going to make the body of our doll. We're going to fold each of these corners up, each of those wings of that triangle, increase them well. And those are going to be the arms of our doll. And now we're going to fold this up just to kind of get it out of our way. And we're going to take this edge and line it up with this edge right in the center. That comes down, and that's going to be one of her legs. And we'll fold these out of the way again. Do the exact same thing on the opposite side. When we open that up, that's the back side of our doll. So here you can see she's got her dress and her legs. Her arms are a little wide though. If you look at these, I've kind of turned them in to make them narrower. And do the same thing here. And all I do is I take this edge and just bring it in a little. I want it to meet up at that top point. Crease it well so that way it stays flat behind her. Do the same on both sides. So now when we look at the front, let's see, we want to make sure they match up. Might have to flip it over a couple times and get them even. Now she's got her little arms and legs, and she needs some feet. So to make her feet, I'm going to take this corner, turn it in sideways so you can see it's flat there at the bottom, like a little shoe. You do the same with the other side, turning that up, laying that flat. And there you've got a little dress. And so I'm going to repeat that again just that way you can see one more time. But you can make dresses in all different colors. And the heads of these are actually removable. I'll show you in a second whenever I assemble it. But you can make one head or multiple heads with different dresses, and just like your usual paper dolls, you can switch out your doll's outfit.